What is the difference between macroeconomy and microeconomy?
Micro means small, so microeconomic studies are small units like individual units of economic activity, like individual demand, individual supply, individual consumer, individual producer, etc. And macro means large, so macroeconomic studies the aggregate economic activities like national income, aggregate demand, aggregate supply, etc.
What are the limitation of microeconomy? What are the limitation of microeconomy?
Very narrow. I don't know.
Microeconomy is based on only individual, only one person demand, one
Very
person
good.
supply.
So can we from the microeconomy, are we able to calculate the GDP of a country?
No, sir.
Okay. Very good. Primary function of money.
Money acts as a store of value. Money acts as medium of exchange. Money acts as exchange of value.
Store of value. Can you elaborate it? How money store the value?
That means we can store money in our house and also in banks. Which we can use in our exchange medium of exchange.
We can also store a gold also. We can use you can store a silver also. We can store fruit grains also. So why we need to produce money?
Because money has the highest liquidity. That means we cannot exchange money with gold. For example, we want to purchase some goods. We cannot give them gold. We can give them money.
So I can use also gold as exchange medium. There is no need of liquidity. My transaction is purely based on the gold. You give me 2 gold coins, then I will give you a product.
But in international market, there is nothing such. Gold has nothing international value.
After the Second World War, the European countries get the dollar on the exchange of the gold. Then how could you say that there is no international market trading there with the golds? Then what is the commodity based money?
Comparatively to in gold, money has a better value, I think.
Money is more durable. It has more durability, and it can easily accepted by the everyone's. And it is stored the value means in a particular cash, it a currency. The store is already mentioned. After the years and the years, its value is not degrade. That's why it stored the value. Okay. Differentiate what is SLR and CRR.
The full form of SLR is the statutory liquidity ratio, and CRR full form is the cash reserve ratio. Cash reserve ratio is the minimum amount of a commercial bank keep on the RBI.
In the form of what?
In the form of cash.
It's a minimum or it is mentioned by the RBI?
There are no mention in the minimum or maximum.
Any bank can deposit a whole amount in the RBI?
No, sir. There are minimum for 4%. 4%.
Who decided that 4%? Nirmala Sitharaman.
No, sir. There are no minimum and maximum.
CRR is a cash reserve ratio in a certain amount of money or cash reserved in a RBI or central bank by commercial bank.
And who decided the rate?
Monetary policy, monetary or financial finance.
Who decided the rate?
Finance Ministry.
RBI. Okay. Who's the right now governor of the RBI?
Sri Shaktikant Das.
Shri Shaktikant Das. How many deputy governors in the RBI?
Four. There are four deputy governors in RBI.
Can you name them?
Michael Patra, M. Rajeshwar Rai, BP Kanongo, and
Okay, fine. Okay. In recent April 7, the RBI declared its new monetary policy. What was the present repo rate in that policy?
I am not sure about it.
3.75%.
4%.
Tell me difference between the repo and the reverse repo, and which rate is more than other.
Repo rate means when a commercial bank asks RBI to give loan to them, then the rate decided by the RBI, that means the interest rate decided by the RBI granted to commercial bank is called repo rate. And reverse repo rate means if a commercial bank deposits some money in RBI, then RBI have to give interest to the commercial bank. This is the reverse repo rate. And always repo rate is better than the reverse repo
Answer
rate.
that same question.
Repo rate means commercial bank can borrow from some money or some cash from RBI.
Okay.
And reverse repo rate means RBI some money or some cash borrow from commercial bank.
In which form? In the direct cash form, or is there any other mode of the payment through which commercial bank give the money to the RBI?
In form of cash.
But I heard about that they purchase the securities and the bonds by through they give the money to the RBI. And why reverse repo rate is the rate of interest of reverse repo rate is so less as compared to repo?
As we already know, if we if we ask loan from the bank, they will charge higher rate of interest from us. But if we deposit money in bank, then they will give lower rate of interest. Like this, if commercial bank deposit money in RBI, then they will give lesser amount of interest.
If RBI increases the repo rate, then what happens to the economy? Middle, you can say.
Question. One second question.
If RBI increases the repo rate, then what will impact on the economy?
So impact on economy stable. That's stable.
Rise price level of the commodities.
Price level of the commodities. Total wrong idea.
No sir. Decrease.
What?
If RBI charges repo rate, increases repo rate, then commercial bank also increases their interest rates that they charge to the people, so their consumers,
Okay.
so that the people will never ask loans, and then investment also decreases. Then investment decreases means price also rises, and price rises, so inflation happens, and then economic growth
That means
reduces.
you want to say for the increase of inflation, RBI always increases the repo rate, because last 2 years ago the repo rate was at 6%. The RBI intentionally increased the repo rate to increase the inflation. You want to say?
For example, if we do not have money, then we cannot demand. If we do not have money, then we cannot demand. So if commercial bank increases their interest rate, then we, for example, we want to buy a car, then we have to ask loan from the commercial bank. But if he gave higher interest rate, then we cannot ask loan, so
Okay.
that we do not have money. Then our
That means
demand-
RBI pump outing the liquidity from the economy to reduce the inflation or to increase the inflation.
Pump out means reduce inflation.
Then a few seconds ago you have said that RBI increased the repo rate to increase the inflation. They are contradicted to a statement. The second point is more valuable because RBI has to increase the repo rate because banks should not be distribute more loans to the people. So liquidity should be scarcity among the people. After the scarcity of the liquidity, the demand also falls. And if the demand after falls, then inflation automatically falls.
Mm.